and I am a beginner in the game of Risk. Nothing special about me. I'm new here at Switch 2. I'm here to have fun, get to know all of you, and to hopefully learn how to play the game of Risk better. Let's see. I do like this 6 down here. Not sure if I want to do a cap in Australia. I also got a 6 here in the middle of Asia. Let's see. This may be a mistake, but let's go in Australia. So, while others are placing caps, we have Capital Conquest on the classic map. Medium bots, progressive territories, balanced blitz dice, Fogs of War and Blizzards are on. No alliances, turn duration is 90 seconds, and inactivity behavior is neutral. So purple's already botted out. We don't see his capital either. I have my capital in Australia. We have white up here. I believe this is Kamchatka. Yep, Kamchatka. And then black over here in southern, excuse me, Southern Europe. So, I am going to start out with a turn 1 bonus. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the only reason why I took that Australian cap, is because I had 6 troops auto-placed there for me. It was luck of the draw. I had 6 troops already sitting there, and I had 3 out of 5 of the territories, well, 3 out of the 4 territories for Australia bonus, plus I had Siam already, that was mine. So I decided I will take the risk of taking Australia cap. I know it's not necessarily recommended by some players of Risk, so we'll see how it turns out for me. I'm thinking that maybe my next trick, well, let's put my face over where I am. Okay, now that that's done, I'm hoping that I can take my next turn, which I should be able to. I don't think anyone's going to come after my 6 here. Put some troops here, take out these 2 purple territories of that bot, and then come right back here onto Siam and hold that. With white and Kamchatka, with their capital, it may prove to be a little more difficult to take the full bonus of Asia. But I want to get the good chunk of those troops that are up there in the middle of Asia down towards me. So that is my plan. But I may not take out both of those purple territories. I'll take out one of them. So I have a path to my capital. But I also will have a territory I can attack for a card. I don't want to block myself in necessarily either. As much as I'd like to take that purple bot out of India, I think I leave it there for now. And I try to take cards from somewhere else. Gives us a nice little buffer for me. And also, as long as they don't attack me, it's guaranteeing me a place where I could take a card if I need to. I am not card blocked at this point with this 3 here. Now I don't necessarily want to hit black because he's next to that purple 3 that I'm using as a buffer. But I don't necessarily want to really do much over here either. Let's take this risk. Game of risk. Taking a risk in game of risk. I'm gonna go there. Just a card. I'll take these troops now to here. I don't like having such little on there, but I needed to establish some troops in Siam. So it's going to actually be, in my way of looking at this, and if anybody disagrees with what I'm saying, feel free to let me know in my chat. Whether it's here now in Twitch or later if this video ends up on YouTube. Let me know if you agree with this, is that for right now I take a territory here, territory there, just to make sure I have cards so I can trade. I don't really want to take out the India 3 purple bot right now because they're just sitting there. They're neutral. So they're just going to stack right there, if anything. Don't want to really use too much manpower right now in North America because I do need to make sure I'm putting troops on Siam and my capital. And there's not a real good way to get through to North America to my capital because of Kamchatka having the white capital. And because I don't really want to hit black in Asia, because again he's butted up against that purple as well, my little buffer there between Siam and the Middle East with black, I'd really have to go from North America down through South America to Africa and then either up through Europe or through Middle East in order to get connected here. And I might end up doing that if I run out of easy territory takeovers over here. But if White and I can just trade this territory right here for a while, that would be nice too. I'm going to check my cards. I do not have a set on 3, which is fine. Because now that purple bot is a neutral player, meaning they're just going to stack whatever troops they're giving, getting into these 3 territories. And they stacked them all. Well, they could be putting them somewhere else. I just thought of that because I can't see the whole map because of the fogs. But I also don't want black coming over here and taking that purple kill either on me. I mean, not that it really matters that much in this game because there's no cards that are going to come out of it. 11 to 7. It's not really the greatest odds. I think this is what I do. As I go here, I'm going to just take the 1 card, do a little bit of card trading. Hopefully White gets the message that that's all I'm trying to do is card trade. 4 cards. I do have a set with 4 cards now. Here's the thing though, there's only 4 of us. So if I trade now, I get 4 extra troops. If I wait and they wait, I'm still only going to get the 4 troops. So because I'm essentially in the top slot now because of purple botting out, I think I need to treat this as being in the first seat. And because there's only 3 of us, I think I actually trade my cards. I do. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trade my cards in. My extra 4 troops I'll put on my capital. The rest I'll put into this territory, which is China. The rest of my troops that I get into China to hit, I don't know. Ooh, black traded in early, so he's getting the 4 troops, so now I get 6 troops. Again, I'm still just going to put those 6 troops into my capital, I think. Alright, black hit me. But now he's just walked into my stack of 21. So here's the other thing. I'm afraid, I have a feeling that white or black has a bonus somewhere that I might want to hit too. So many things to think of. If I put my cards here, that's going to be 11 to 7. It's not going to be the greatest. Put it here. Take my trade. Do I take my trade? Or I wait? Because black can't trade on his turn because he only have 1 card. He won't be able to trade on his next turn either because he only get 2. So white would get 8, and then I would turn around and get the 10. No, he'll get 6, so I'll get 8. I don't know why I thought the other way around. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to next phase it. And we're going to go this way. Okay, black now has that. And oh, we found purple. Purple's cap. Alright. I feel pretty safe doing that. I know white's gonna set, but he's only gonna get 6 cards. Or 6 troops. There we go. 6 troops. He's gonna get 6 troops. And then so that's not going to be enough to do too much to suit into me. And I stopped short of hitting him harder. So that should make him somewhat happy. Black has 12 troops up there. And what is that one? The Ukraine. Okay. Open the Ukraine. He's got 12 troops. White came through. The only thing that's telling me is if white doesn't continue to hit into the Middle East on me, so I'm going to have to put my troops there, and I'm going to just walk into South America, hopefully, being able to grab something there. I'm hoping that between my 3, 5, 7, and 8 is 15 troops, I believe I'm going to get. Those 15 will get me at least into, I believe that's Brazil. Yep. Put the 15 here, come to East Africa, North Africa, into Brazil. the idea being that I'll be able to break up a potential bonus that someone might have there. So we're going to drop here, grab our cards, space, and we're going to walk from here to here to here. Ooh, and there wasn't a bonus there. No one had a bonus. Interesting. Am I the only one sitting on a bonus right now with Australia? Interesting. But now I know where all the capitals are. I got purple's here with 13. Black's there with 17. White still has his capital because it says 1 out of 4 for the leader, which means we're all still tied for the lead at the moment. Do what you want, White. That might have just given White the bonus over here, so I might want to think about breaking that up if I can. I do not have a set on 3, which is fine. Yeah, it would have been nice, but it's fine that I don't. Is Black going to try and take purple's capital? He did, but he did not get it. I didn't think he was going to. You get an extra die to roll with your capital for capital defense. So I didn't think he was going to be able to get that capital with... There was 13 on the purple capital and he had only 20 something. You need almost double, sometimes triple the troops in order to take it, in my experience. Hi, Violet. Thanks for coming in. Sorry if I missed you actually putting that in. As I was saying a little bit earlier, I need to find an overlay where I can have my chat right here in front of me on the screen I actually game on. So, but thank you for coming and showing the love. I need it. I think I'm gonna go here. As much as I would have liked to come over here and seen if we had that bonus, I want to come up here and see what White has on their capital. If I can get that far, because Black might have fortified up a bit. Oh, White has though. They have 12. Okay, so we all have about the same amount of troops on our capitals. From what I can tell, because Black blacked out that again. Ha ha ha. Pun on words. So how did your stream finish up, Violet? Did you have a good overall stream? Well, that's good to hear. Yeah, I got on a little bit later tonight than I normally do. I must have been tired. I dozed off talking to my husband when he was getting ready to go to bed. And I woke up when my 7-year-old came into the bedroom to get his tablet to play on. And yeah. I look at the time, I'm like, oh, I still want to stream though. So I'm going to do a little stream tonight and see what happens. I gamed for most of the day, only my gaming today actually ended up happening as more board gaming with my kiddos. Where do I want to go on this? I want to come up here. I'd really like to break this up. I think Black's taking good control of that. But maybe we go... If I do that, I'm probably not going to have enough to come around and tie in here. So let's actually go from here. Alright. I'm actually going to put that 7 into my capital. Nice. That sounds like fun. And my kids have a long weekend off from school. I'm not sure what part of the world you're from, but here in New York State, in the United States, we have Memorial Day weekend, and my kids got an extra day off yesterday. So nice long 4-day weekend with the kids. Alright, so I'm looking at a 12 trade-in. Black traded in for the 12. So that would be 15 cards for me. Or not 15 cards, 15 troops for my cards I'll be trading in. Okay, I see what he's trying to do. I think he is trying to card block. He's trying to card block me this direction. Knowing that I also have this capital to deal with up here from white. And not taking consideration that I have a set of 3 within my 5 cards. So that's 7. Plus my 15 is 22. I don't think it's quite enough to take this capital, but it might be. Let's see what the prediction shows. 68% chance. Well, I can't end the attack phase without attacking because I need a card to come out of this. Oh, no set on 3. So we at least wait for our next card before anything can be done. Thing is Black hasn't completely card blocked me. because I could take this one of his. So he might have blocked me a little bit. I might be a little discouraged to try to take the Middle East or I forget what this is, the Ukraine. Pardon me. Apologize for that. I could still get a card, so it's not a true card block. Does black decide to leave that 22 there? Purple bot is still alive somewhere in the world. And I bet you it's because they're using the purple bot as a barrier between each other over in the Americas. So I have 7. So white's clearing back out of there again a little bit, which is fine. Did I get the set on 4 I wanted? Because it looks like white traded in. Is that what he did? Yes, they got 22 troops. Rosie is getting 17 troops to start with without a trade. And I didn't set on 4. That is just so disappointing. So disappointing. Though as disappointing and upsetting as that is, in some ways it might be a little good, because that means I have to wait till after my next turn to get a 5th card. Black may decide to set, so if he does that, or if he has a set, he may decide to turn them in. And if he does that, then I will get even higher on my next turn amount of troops. So that's always a good thing. As long as they survive. I have to survive to see that set as well. See, I could have hit that black 1 again. And yes, it would have taken one more territory away from him. However, I want to be careful about doing that, because as long as he's allowing that to stay there, that will give me a backup for getting a troop, getting a territory card, if I so choose. Or if I so need to, because White's moving in on me too, so. Let's see if Black sets on his turn here. He did not set. Oh, purple's finally dead. Finally, one of you two killed it. I really wish it wouldn't have taken that long to do. Alright, I'm getting 25 cards. I really wish this was opened up. Wish White had come down just a little bit further. We're going to do this. Okay. I'm going to try something a little bit different than I usually do. I'm going to land 35 troops right there in the territory of Afghanistan. And see what happens. I did set on 3 again. But Black will be getting 30 troops from his cards. White hit me again, which is fine. I just kind of took him out a little bit. I want to look and see. White started their turn with only 10 troops, which means he's not doing good for territories compared to Black. And I alone is that I'm getting 2 for my capital, 2 for Australia, so that's 4. I'm getting 4 for my territory count, so that's going to be 8. So, I mean, I'm not getting many more than White. I may actually be getting less than White, but it's still compared to what they did before. So is Black going to take out... Nope, they don't. They don't... Ooh, they did there though. They lost 7 troops doing it. Yeah, you ain't taking my cap, Black. Not this turn. Nope. Not happening. Oh, I love it. I love it when that happens. Things like this happen. So, you gotta be careful though. Do I want my bonus back? Yes. Do I need to keep my capital safe? Hey, also yes. So, let's put those troops here. I didn't set on 3, so I can't have any help from my cards. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. And this. And this. And boom. Then we're gonna go here. good. I was hoping for that. So because then I'm gonna go from here, and I'm gonna walk them all the way back over here. Yeah, well, Black, you broke my bonus, so I hit you where it hurt. I walked right through Europe on you. I didn't have enough to take his capital. I wasn't going to do that to myself because I would have lost all my troops. I needed to be able to fortify back to my cap. I would have been kind of in deep doo if I didn't get Siam back so I could have my connection. But now he doesn't have that European bonus. And just as a reminder, Europe is 5 extra troops, and Black no longer has that. So he will not get those 5 troops on his next turn, which I'm more than happy to have happen to him. White is now coming at me. I don't have a sun on port again. Oh, cards hate me. We've had messages before in here for bots hate me. But in my case, freaking cards hate me. It's a typical night for me, playing Risk. No sets on 3, no sets on 4. I think I had one. I think I've had a couple sets on 3, but the norm is not having that happen. Took Europe back, which is fine. I kind of expected it, but don't come into my neighborhood and take away my teeny tiny little bonus over here and don't expect me to slap back. Because I'm going to slap back. I might slap a little harder than you expect. Okay. So I think White is trying to attempt to block me to card block me. It's what I feel like he's trying to do, but not being very successful at it, in my opinion. See, White doesn't realize that I have a stronger capital than they know of. Does he get my cab? No. Oh, he thinks I'm mad. He laughed at me using his little emoji, thinking he's being oh so clever. He just lost. Look at this, people. He just lost 91 troops. Yes, I lost 44, and that is a little heartbreaking, but at the same time, he lost 91 troops. That is insane. Insane. That, oh my god. I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh at this dude. thinking he's got it made. He can't trade any cards at the moment. He doesn't have any cards to... I mean, he's only got 2 cards, so it's not like he can come back and go, oh, I got 3 more cards. I set on 3 after having 5 cards and trading in, and I ended up getting lucky enough to get 3 cards to trade in on my next turn. He can't even do that. He's only got 2 cards. But guess who might be able to do that? Because I just saw I got a Joker. Yes, that would be me. I'm going to get 50 troops on my next turn. 50 troops on my next turn. Not him, who lost 91 troops going after my capital. I had a feeling he was going to need really extra lucky dice, and they don't happen very often in this game. Not in my experience anyways. Even with the balanced blitz, like they have the mode where they take out something about the high outliers of, possibilities. So it actually makes your probability better on having good rolls. But even with that, because capitals get an extra die when you attack them or attack from them, because, it's your capital. You should have these kind of bonuses. But, even with that, you need, even with the balanced blitz, when you're going up against a capital, you need a nice chunk of troops. So, I'm sorry, White, you've been sitting there with 25 card troops on my borders for too long. And then to see that other 20-something up there next to Black, not happening, so. I may not be the greatest Risk player, but I do understand some of the basic fundamentals and so how the different things work. That's why I haven't attacked any of these capitals yet, because I have not had enough troops coming in at them to justify risking it. So Black probably has Purple's capital that's down here in Africa. That's why someone's got 2 out of 4 capitals. Okay, Black turned in that time, which is fine. Eventually he's going to have to turn in cards. But in that moment, it's like he saw me with those cards. And he was saying, okay, I'm going for the kill so I can get her cards. And then, but he wasn't thinking. He wasn't thinking on the probability of being able to take my cap with the amount of troops that he had. His 90-something to my 40-something just ain't gonna work. That's barely double. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, we are still live. Because I'm still going. Here. Go for a little walk. I'd love to do it, but I'm afraid that I'm going to lose a crap ton of troops there. Yeah. White just got 60 troops. We all know he's not that strong. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I apologize to anybody that was listening just now. I thought I turned off my mic. And then when I looked over at my OBS, it shows that my mic was still hot. And the reason why I turned off my mic is because I was a little hungry. And if the mic that I turned off wasn't the one I needed to, I apologize if you just sat there and heard me chomping on my potato chips. I am not trying to do an ASMR video, and I know sometimes food chewing is not something people want to eat here, so I apologize. Alright, so let's turn this down a little down here. Oh. Here's a turn of events. Black had only a couple troops there, so I decided to take a chance. That was an interesting turn of events coming down into Africa like that. I wonder what White's up to. White and Black fighting? I think I go after Africa on the next turn. And that's what I do. Ooh, Medusa. I get 2 in Afghanistan too. That's a 65 pride bonus for me. This is what I know. I think some people underestimate me, and I'm not someone that goes after world dom in these games because all I need to do is capture all 4 capitals. So I don't even necessarily need to get Africa if I can take capitals. So we are going to go see what White's capital looks like with these 66 troops. Capital. There's 25 troops. And I have now gone from the one just about to be killed by Black, who lost 91 troops going after my capital. Yes, I am going to drive that point home all night long. Because that, my friends, is what is up. Yeah. And if I do end up winning this game will definitely end up on YouTube. I'll tell you what. And if you would like to see me continue to improve in the game of Risk, I invite you to follow me on Twitch, like and subscribe on YouTube. On YouTube though, I am Katie, Katie's_hobbies on YouTube, because my YouTube channel is a mixture of me doing gameplay of games like Risk, like Diablo 4. I have also dabbled in other games, and I also do painting of plastic miniatures for wargaming games, and also the assembly of the miniatures. So if any of that interests you, I invite you to come and join me for those rides as well. So let's see here. I don't know what White's doing over in the other half of the world, and I really don't want to take my troops off of that capital up there in Kamchatka. So I think I'm gonna take Africa, and then I'm gonna come in here and see what's going on with White. But you need to stop trying to take my path between me and my capitals. Continue to fortify, and I think these troops need to come over here with this capital. Today would have been a great night for my Risk playing followers to come in and see me, because I don't think I'm doing too shabby here, people. Okay, Black just got 70 troops. That's not enough to take me over. He might be able to come down and take this capital down here, but he's also got to be mindful that he doesn't leave the two capitals too vulnerable. Now he knows I have my capital down there. He doesn't know what I've got. Go ahead, swing at it again. Because now it's even closer in number than when you lost 91 troops. Yeah. I'm not doing too bad, am I? Though he has broken up where I can fortify my troops too. So I think I do this. Take Africa back again. And I give that capital a little bit more. White is now MIA. So if they end up being a surrendered bot, they will just be neutral at this point. I'm hoping that black is has numbered days, because I don't want to say, something like, I hope God knows that his days are numbered, blah blah blah, and then end up being annihilated by this person. But things are looking good in my direction. I just have to be able to turn in turning cards with enough troops. It doesn't look like I have a set. I don't have my little green thing, so I know I do that. So just back and relax for a minute longer. Wait for this to happen. White has gone to a neutral bot. I do have a setup for a nice big one too. 75 troops. It's not bad. Oh, how I wish I knew what he had on that cap right there. Really do. I wish I knew what he had on that cap. But this, as he opened my cap like a dummy. I left it open on purpose. It's only a 45% chance. And yes, my scroll thingy. I put 39, that's going to be 90 something sitting there in the Middle East. I think that's what I do. And attack phase. Continue to fortify. And here. But do I want to do that? Because he's got 4 troops that he can turn, 4 cards to turn in. And I'm just going to put all of them back over there on that capital. That's what I'm going to do. I think it's 80. He still needs to be careful. Alright, so he took it, but now he's only got 23 troops on it, and then he's attacking off of it. I don't think that's the right call. Because even if he stops there and pulls back, it's still going to be only 40 something, and it looks like he's continuing onward. Or thinking about going onward. And he did it. Not that I could see, he didn't quarterback. That doesn't mean he didn't. It's just I couldn't see him do it. 2. No, just the 2. Oh, when the mouse doesn't work far now. Does it open my cat back up? Does curiosity get the best of him so he can know how many troops I have? Excuse me. Curiosity did not get the best of him, which is really smart. I'm gonna go here. And then I'm going to turn in my cards. Oh, come on. Come right back down here. Yes! Thank you for opening my capital again. He's done. I have 133 troops on this capital. I'm going to be trading in for another 90. So that's going to be 223 troops on that capital, plus the troops I'll get for my territories and my capitals. Yeah. GG. GG to the black player, because I do not see this going well for him, and I don't think he sees it. I don't think this is going to be good for him. I could be wrong. This could very much blow up in my face, but I am going to take my best stab at it. And there we have it. My win on my Twitch stream.